Well, this is what it looks like from last time. I did the move and I took down some of the bracing. I just stacked a bunch of wood to cover up the floor so I could walk back and forth. It's not fixed or anything. Because next job is from where we finished off the floor under that insulation, and it's opened right there, is to tear down these walls, this wiring, get this out. Actually just undid the screws right there. And then see if this lifts right out. Oh, I left one screw in. Where is that? Oh, there we go. Oh, and then those arms are connected. They actually still work really good, so I might save those. It would probably even work for my back window on my Jeep. So I'm actually going to take those off carefully. Should have took those off first. Yeah, looks like there's just a couple screws in each. Yeah, then I'll tear all this out and figure out the floor. There, got that door off, or the cover off. Pretty simple, just a couple screws. This guy too, there's a couple screws holding it down. And it just pulls away. That's that. It's just stable right there. I'll have to take it apart. This is the way I like to take stuff apart. Smash! Hard to smash with one hand, but take this guy apart in pieces. And just put all my, there's the heater and water heater. That's the vent for the stove top. But I think I'm getting rid of that and the stove. I don't know if I want a propane stove. And I'll even see about the propane heater. I'm not sure about that. Get that in pieces. Not sure all that white powder is. I'll tear down this wall. Probably tomorrow, but peekaboo. Peekaboo for the wire. There's the heater down there. Some of the wiring. Which goes to your tanks and your heater. It's your heater, you have red and white. What did I see over here? This heater says blue thermostat, red and yellow are positive and negative to the battery. So the blue is the thermostat. Not sure what's happening there. I think he said he put in a new one of these. So I'll have to trace that back and see what the original wires are. That does not look like something that came with this trailer. Not sure if you'd see where the bedroom looking to the back of the trailer. Noisy. I'll hear it on the ear. I'll show you what's behind this panel. panel. I'm gonna flip you around here. So it looks like this is, what's that? Oh, cable and then an outlet. This would have been a little TV. And I think this is for antenna or something. Oh yeah, that's just your power. That's good to know. Good to keep this guy, not to destroy it. This guy is completely garbage. Do not need that. So we can trace all that. We'll keep this sucker though. It's good to have. So it's like daisy chained. Comes up. Two come up. And one comes out. Comes into there. Oh yeah, just your spot for a TV on that side. And then TV on the opposite side. Two different plugins. Oh, there was a little shelf there, so that would have been backing for it to screw in. And you can see the screw holes. Since these are so thin, you need backing anywhere you're going to screw anything in. And I'm not going to put it back too heavy duty. It's going to be similar, same as this. You can see the backing. Click on here. That's for the TV, so it's good. Hold it. I can't even rip it. I'll break the wall before. Yeah, it'll rip out the wall before it comes out of here. I think I'm done for the night. So right now I'm just ripping these back guys out. Not doing anything special. These wires here, brown, looks like blue, white, are for the lights under here. And then that goes green and white actually. Let's see a little cluster there, but they come in those three from up top to power those lights. And then this one here was one of those LED strip things, I guess, again. There's a big long one attached there that went underneath. But those come from, same thing, the white and the black. But I'm just gonna cut these. Maybe, you know, at least I'll have it to use in the future, but yeah, that's all that is over that corner. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to rip this apart. Not really gonna video it, but just smash and rip. Oh, made a little short work of this. So here's your three wires coming in again, and the lighting a bit better now. Pretty sure it's black. Looks blue maybe. Right, short work of that. That's what you have here. That's a blue, dark blue coming in. I know it's hard to see. Dark blue, brown, and white. And the brown goes over to a black, and that black is what fed that little LED strip there that I took out. And then a white is spliced off the white coming down from one of your mains. It goes over to the LED strip. So then that blue and white, that branches off to white and green with stripes to power your lights. believe white is ground. Yeah, that's how that works. So, summary again. White, blue, brown. Blue and white go down to your lights. Then a white is tied into one of those whites and goes over to your LED strip. And then the brown goes to a black, which only goes over to the LED strip. So I would say brown is your power going over to the LED strip. Probably battery maybe, I'm not sure. And then blue is juice, and white is ground. I suspect. I gotta double check all that. But that's the wiring. Anyway, I'm just gonna pull these off. Pull those off right there. I'm not gonna need them in the future anyway. I'll go with some different light. I'm just gonna cut that. But at least that's what I know, because that was plugged in there. And that guy was plugged in there. So that's your ground. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, got a little sun. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut those guys right there. That black came off your striped white and green. And then that white just came off of a cluster of white. Well, cleaning up a little bit. Getting ready to tear out the carpet. Then I had this thing on the side of the wall in here. It's like, what was that for? So I just pulled it off. Stapled and screwed, and just to cover that. Whatever that is. This big panel, just for that. I'm actually going to remove this. Those compartments go to the outdoors. I am going to keep outdoor compartments, but I'm only going to build little square ones. That's it. I'm going to have this space for inside. I don't need a long through space. If I'm ever pulling this or moving this, that's not going to be my storage area where I'm putting stuff. I'll put it in the truck or whatever it may be. So the space is all utilized inside. And I think I'm going to have the bed going this way. Now when peeling off this paneling, when this was put together, I believe this sheeting runs all the way through to the outside, and then this one was brought in. So I'm going to make some nice cuts down the side after I peel this molding off. So I'm going to take my time and do some finesse work there. But right now I'm just peel off the carpet. Looks like there's a bit of underlay here. Oh, some floor. That would have been originally put in, and then this put in later. Got some screws there. That's all stapled. Oh no. A few staples. Dusty. Yeah, should wear a mask. Disaster zone out here. Disaster zone. So there's where I have a floor. Everything I stored back there. This is all the gutting from this wheel well coming towards me, the bedroom. Here's this wall there. This is the bedroom. Not sure if the camera's picking that up, but maybe record me ripping the carpet off of this thing. can't see much, but I'll show you in a second. Oh. Fell down there. Not sure which way I head yet. I'll just show you this. Whew, there's that underlay and the original floor. This box, the disaster zone. Whew, and dusty. I should open this guy. How are you gonna open this fucking window? First time that window's been open. Electrical come through there. I'll just take off all these guys. And peel this top off. Get to see what's under there. Oh, looks like somebody might have pissed the bed. We got a leak. I don't know if you could see it, but whatever happened there, it's all concave. Would have been where the bed is. A leak in that corner. Peel it off, but that's your under compartment to outside. You need 2 arms. Get that sucker off. Can't, hard to push the button with my gloves on. I'm gonna push it with my. Mm-hmm. Ow! Staples. Watch out for staples. I know it's hitting. Hitting the screw over here. Connected really good down there. Why is that not coming out? This was wet. Sliced perfectly in here. No room for error. Oh, Jesus. I almost got to cut that in half. Get out of it. I literally almost got to cut this in half. I can't, oh, finally. Whew. It's like, I must have put it on before the fucking walls were put on. It's too tight. Oh boy. Ow. The 120 wiring. Around here, show you what's going on. Yeah, I press you with my nose. Whew. Yeah, so there's those outside things. That goes right to the outside, because that's where I was doing my wiring. Down there. But I do gotta find out if there's a beam that goes across here that supports the floor like there was in the back. I'm unsure of that, and that's kind of critical information I gotta figure out. But it is time for me to maybe move some of this crap and get these two walls down and start loading it up for the dump. And then, yeah, so this is where your platform was built. But yeah, all of these, anything you've seen, like if it's platform, whether it be cupboards or your countertops or anything that's screwed to the wall. And these ultralights, it's all done with, they put wood headers across, so you could screw into them, and that's probably just, well, it's just sitting on top of an aluminum cross member there. So then you could screw into them. Your wood frame trailers wouldn't have that, so you could screw into anywhere you could find a stud. Unless there's no stud, then they would have a backing plate that you could screw into. These ultralights, that's what they do for anywhere you need to screw something into the wall. Well, I did notice they have hanging also aluminum little sheets that it appears they screw into. Oh, right there you can see where they screwed into that's the backing for the countertop. Right there. There, you can see that header better. The header better. How it's done, those are just your lights. Same thing, we figured out our wiring. Lights too. And your lights up top. And now it's time for me to do this one. Where's the sun? Anyway, I'm just gonna crack that plywood and remove these as one unit, so nothing's gonna be cut. But those are those guys. There we go. If you look at the timestamp, you can see it didn't take too long to take that sucker down. But I kept everything connected. And this is where it just came from underneath. Hello! Incoming! Hi! Well, ripping this guy down. pretty flimsy stuff. So again, these are the wires where they go. I'm not going to actually disconnect any of these wires. I'm just going to break the wood around it and then just sit it here. Yeah, obviously this one's not going to be kept. This one's not going to be kept. Just keeping the receptacles. The other guys are going to be destroyed permanently. Yeah, ripping this guy down. Pretty easy. Good times. Give you an idea. There's a spot where I put all the floor on the back of the RV. I got the floor up to there, and then I just gutted the front. So now I gotta get all of this floor off and put down a new one. Just a sheet of my OSB I set up. So just to show you where I'm at in the process of just putting the varathane on my lower 3/4 inch plywood, just my 2x3s. Then that'll be dry in the next couple days. 3 coats on everything. And then I'll get another 8 feet for the lower piece put in. Insulate it on top. And then it'll just be one more section after that. And that'll complete the floor. So floor should be complete by not this weekend. It's Thursday today, so not by this Sunday, but the following Sunday, all my floor should be put in. Then I can start worrying about what I'm gonna do with the walls and figure out a game plan. I'm gonna have to start rebuilding that water tank. I'm not going with the propane heat. I don't want to do that. I think I'm just gonna go with might put a wood stove right here and then an oil heater if I need it. Well, this morning we got snow outside. See the boat Buddy's working on. And I'm going to attempt to cut out some floor here. But I'm going to actually cut this. This is for your tanks. And this was the heater he had set up to the propane. But I'm going to cut these wires. We have red, brown, and yellow. So those are going to be snipped. I need to put them back. Or once I put this back, I'll just trace them, see what I'm going to keep, see what I'm going to get rid of. But as of right now, because we can see that they dive off into orange, white, striped. So I'm not going to worry about that now. I'm just going to cut these fellas. So looking underneath, I did a measurement. So from this cross member, I could bypass one and then get to the next one. It's going to be 7 feet right there. So my 2 sheets that I have prepped, I will be able to use 7 feet of them. Tie into there, go across there. And then these ones I'm going lengthwise because I have a feeling that aluminum lower part I'm keeping on this side because it's not rotten, and there's no need to cut out that bottom aluminum to remove that rotten moldy piece because that's not the case here. It's wet, but it's not rotten and moldy, so we potentially are going to keep it. So I am going to attempt to mark out 7 feet and cut this out of here. And I think we have electrical tube running up the side here. I can't tell, but they might be an aluminum cross member here somewhere. So I kind of got to be careful what's going on there. So actually I'm not cutting right close to the edge yet for some reason. So I think I'm gonna have to get a Sawzall and do it flush, because there's always a little spot on the side of these skill saws. So I'm just gonna do that. Same thing for both sides. And I avoid some of these. Go to there for now. So I have this block right here. I gotta actually shop that block. That block is against something. I'm gonna leave that section out right now. That block again too. See what happens. Here's my little sweeper. Just so I don't drop all that on the floor. Or on the ground outside of me. There's a little bit of styrofoam in it. Where is my sweeper? Here it is. Can't believe I found it. Yeah, this just has all the little pieces of styrofoam from outside, so. Or from the sandwich, and I don't want to drop it on the ground inside. and 7 feet took me to about here, but I have those corner blocks. Just want to see what those are all about. It's going to crack when I pull it up because I didn't cut it fully right there. Shut this guy off. Move this. Shit. Hooked on a little curtain rod. This here's those little outriggers. I want to be careful going by them. They're actually bolted through. Show you. Oh, I'm gonna have to push you with my nose. So I'm gonna be careful taking this off flush. I'm keeping this aluminum on this one, the lower aluminum, that's insulation. It doesn't hold a lot of structure. But anyway, here this is bolted through underneath at these outrigger places. So I gotta go unbolt those. And that section will be able to cut and lift off. I'll do that for both. But I'm going to just slice through here because it should be the same as down there. There may be, because usually this has that block of wood in here, not just for the outrigger, but there might be a block of wood here and an aluminum channel here. And it kind of keeps it from shifting left and right. So I got to be a little bit careful about that section. I just took my zip. Oh, I hurt my back from trying to snap that wood earlier. But anyway, just took my zip disc, had to go underneath all of these bolts that go through the floor. One there, one there. One there, one there. And actually there's another one there. Another one in the far corner here too. So in the back you have 2 in each corner and then one here and here. What you can see is just a piece of wood that they use to glue or to bolt into to keep it from the floor from going this way and that way, or the trailer from going this way and that way. because the floor is made of paper. So they had to do that there. Like with my floor, I don't need it because I'm bolting through 3/4 inch of pressure treated and then a 1/2 inch of plywood up top. So 1.25 inches. Here they do 1.5 inches, but you know what I mean? My whole floor is set up like that, and plus I'm gluing it down to the frame. And I think I'm actually even a couple extra spots. I secured the lower floor to the frame in a few spots, so I don't need to go with this style because I'm not really thinking about weight too much. I should be, but I'm not. Anyway, I'm just gonna set you up, and then I'm gonna lift this floor off and bring the shit to the dump. Shut you off with my nose here. Let's see how this goes. You on? Oh yeah. And the floor is wet underneath, in between that membrane and the lower wood, and rotten in a few spots. You know what? I gotta snip those wires, which are black and white. This looks like goes to that white, and green and white, but I don't have to worry about that too much right now. Pretty obvious where they go. Pretty obvious. The only ones there. Oh my god, it starts my back. And you can see it's just, that's one of the corners. Piece of 2x6, just like that. Come on. I gotta go find out what's connected under there. Oh, straight in my back. Shut you off. Oh, yeah, they go cut it. Is that membrane? That membrane doesn't tear as easy as wood. Still connected in one spot. There. Oh. See if I can show you the close up. Floor, let me flip you out here. So yeah, so I'm still gonna have to zip it. I have to get a sawzall, go close to the edge here, flush with that bottom aluminum. Oh, so there's a wooden header back here too. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to jack up this side too. It's not as big as the other one in the rear. This is your aluminum. Just sitting on this crossbeam and connected to the bottom aluminum. But the load, see if I can, once I peel this off, you'll see this is the lower aluminum channel. Lighting's bad. I believe. No, this one's different. I'll clean this all up and look at it, but I believe you have a header, it's just not as big as the one in the back. This kind of makes sense. There's more things in the rear. Well, your stove and everything was back there. The bulk of it was over the axles. But anyway, that is that. Now I think I'm going to go to the dump. Get that crap to the dump. Organize it in here. And then get these sides cut out. Hopefully I could get in just 2 sheets that I had prepped. Lower sheets in today. Put these over here. Thinking too, just to measure some distances here. Looks like we got from the wall roughly 11 7/8, 11 3/4, possibly if you go straight down. 11 3/4. This side, same thing, 11 3/4. Almost 12. So to go around the corners and get that all, rest of that floor trimmed off flush, just using my whatever you call this tool. Using this guy. And you snip it, pull it off. That's that. Go back and I'll clean this up. Then the little piece, bottom of the floor that's in there, you can kind of just pick it away. Use one of these guys, a chisel, and get that out. Kind of goes underneath the flashing a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but you just pop it out. It's not too hard. There it is. Hard to do with one hand, but that's how you do it. Just take my time, go up to there, and I'll do that side. I'm keeping that end connected, and I braced it because I noticed it buckled a little bit in the middle, same as when I did the rear. The rear has so much more load than the front. This is a different beast up here, so actually I'm going to cut a little bit away here, but I'm going to go under there and I'm going to put some, I'm just going to cut some pieces of wood to fit and pry them up under that corner just to be safe. I just went up the side with my multi-tool. This is the side that has pull it away. See, that's the part, the bottom of the floor that's just underneath the aluminum. Oh yeah, because it has the wires in it. That's right. That's right. I can't take it out completely. But I am going to keep cutting. I don't know where my little recording thingy is, but I'm just going to keep cutting just the way I did here. Except I'm going to stop right around there. Then I'm going to put on my one sheet right up to here on each side, and that'll be it for the night. Well, I was just going to stop right there, but it all pulled out. Even though there's no wires in this end, it all went flush right to the end. So now this section is out. I'm gonna take a step back so you can see. That's one had the conduit running all the way to the end. So I will probably just cut this open and get these wires out. Probably just zip down, it's just made out of plastic. Just open the top off, zip it, take out these wires. Try not to cut the wires as much as possible, especially these big guys are probably expensive. These are your 120 or 110 or whatever. Yeah, so that's the top of your floor. And that's what they did, they put this bottom sheet on first, slid under there, which is this, let's see, about an 1/8, not even, about an 1/8 thick, goes under that bottom aluminum. And then this is usually the insulation, but on this side it happens to be the conduit, kind of where you run your wire through. And then the top of your floor, which sat on top of the aluminum. And then there's another piece of aluminum on top of that you can see here. So this is all dry. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not rotten like the front was, so I'm leaving it. Just gonna figure out a different way to get the floor in, still secure it to the wall. Because really, it's just, you know, it does hold the wall from going in and out. So I'll probably just screw it or do some other sort of anchoring. And definitely glue it, which is going to make a permanent bond. Yeah, actually that black, not black glue, but this stuff, this PL Max, if I put a bead all along there, and then I slam the sheeting to it, and I screw it, the aluminum will tear before this tears. And I'll screw it too, so it'll be double mechanically fastened and it'll be glued. So that's what I'm going to do. Peeling it out. Cut the rest and get rid of this chunk.